Hello, good afternoon and welcome to the Citi Prime News. We're coming to you live from our studios at number 11, Dr. Martin Loop in Adabra. My name is Ajwatin Kramat Domina. Coming up, healthcare delivery across the country likely to face imminent disruption as medical laboratory professional workers hint of an industrial action over conditions of service.
If by 17th of June, duty bearers do not act, we will strike, and it will be a nationwide strike.
Also coming up, Ghana Mass Green Ghana Day today with a target of planting at least 10 million seedlings, pushing the total of trees planted since 2021 to 52 million.
Our target today is to plant and grow at least 10 million trees whilst taking measures to nurture the trees planted in previous years.
In the package, police service deploys crime scene management, forensic and other experts to Bole following 3 reported cases of unnatural deaths in the area. And later we'll bring you a report of how kidney patients below age 18 and above 60 years are still paying for their dialysis sessions despite an assurance of free treatment for 6 months.
For now, they haven't come out to tell us when they are starting the free for us. On Monday, I was supposed to come, but because of money, I couldn't come.
Stay with us for details of these and more stories coming your way in the next 30 minutes. Remember, the bulletin is live around the globe on citinewsroom.com. On Facebook, you can find us on Citi 97.3 FM. And across the country, we are live on a number of affiliates in the Western region. This is Premier 100.5 FM in Takoradi Beach, 105.5 FM also in Takoradi in the Bunu region. Tune in to Greener 95.9 FM in Sunyang. In the Ashanti region, this is Orange 107.9 FM in Kumasi. In the Volta region, Holy 98.5 FM in Aplao. In the Northern region, Dasuma 99.1 FM in Yendi. In Upper East, Word 88.3 FM in Zuarungu. And in the Upper West region, Bugli Radio 88.6 FM in Wa. Please stay for details. Let's begin on health. Healthcare delivery across the country may soon be disrupted if the government fails to address the conditions of service set forth by the Medical Laboratory Professional Workers Union by June 17. The union warns that services in medical laboratories, blood banks, pathology laboratories, and certain mortuary facilities are at risk of being severely impacted following a strike declared by the medical laboratory professionals, which will take effect in the next 10 days. This follows the union's frustration over the government's failure to grant financial clearance for non-mechanized members. Speaking to Citi News, Dr. Franklin Niamateama, the first vice chairman of the union, emphasized the urgency of the ultimatum, calling for immediate and serious action from authorities.
Of 13 issues that were presented, only 2 is what the Fair Wages and Salary Commission claim they have financial mandate for. And we think that cannot be good enough. So 2 things are the basis for this declaration. Lack of codified conditions of service for medical laboratory professionals, and then lack of financial clearance for our young ones who have finished school since 2018. And so we are urging the Ministry of Finance that what is good for the goose is also good for the gander. Our withdrawal of service could lead to loss of lives. So we shouldn't get there anyway. And that is why, as human beings as we are, you reckon that we have submitted ample time within which duty bearers should act. If by 17th of June, duty bearers do not act, we will strike, and it will be a nationwide strike.
You heard Dr. Franklin Niamateama. He's the first vice chairman of the Medical Laboratory Professional Workers Union. Now, President Akufo-Addo says a total of 42 million trees have been planted since the inception of the Green Ghana Day 3 years ago. The Green Ghana project, since its inception in 2021, has augmented the country's efforts to restore its depleted forest cover and contribute to the fight against climate change. Nana Akufo-Addo, who describes this feat as incredible, urged all Ghanaians to get involved. Now, speaking at this year's Green Ghana Day at Burma Camp, Nana Akufo-Addo said today's exercise will bring to a total of 52 million trees planted so far.
In the last 3 years, with your unwavering support, we have planted some 42 million trees, most of which are thriving. Today, we have the opportunity to add at least an additional 10 million trees, bringing our total to 52 million trees in just 4 years. This is an incredible achievement. Once again, I thank you, my fellow Ghanaians, and everyone who has contributed to the success of this program. With the same support and commitment, I am confident that we will exceed our target of 10 million trees.
Well, the president further charged the country and the rest of Africa to fight against depletion of forest reserves to ensure food security across the continent.
Regrettably, the world's forests continue to be under severe threat, with the loss of tropical primary forests in 2023 alone, totaling 3.7 million hectares. This has serious implications for food security, sustainable communities, and national development. We must work together to change this narrative. Although we Africans are amongst the least contributors to the climate crisis, our continent of Africa suffers the most from its adverse consequences. We in Ghana have thus committed to reducing greenhouse gas emissions by 64 million tons of carbon dioxide equivalent by 2030, and enhancing our resilience and adaptation to climate change in accordance with our enhanced nationally determined contribution.
President Akufo-Addo. Well, for his part, the Lands and Natural Resources Minister Samuel Abujinapor, speaking on the theme Growing for a Greener Tomorrow, said he's hopeful that this year's exercise will record high survival rate as has been experienced in previous years.
Learning from previous experiences, we have consistently recorded an improvement in the survival rate, with 67% survival rate in 2021 increasing to 72% in 2022 and 81% in 2023. Apart from the millions of trees we plant each Green Ghana Day, it also serves as a reminder to our population about the importance of trees and the need to inculcate tree planting and sustainability in our daily lives. This is why we kickstart each Green Ghana Day with the One Student, One Tree initiative to imbibe in our students and the youth the culture of planting. The theme chosen for this year's Green Ghana Day seeks to emphasize the need to not just plant trees, but ensure the growth of these trees planted to contribute to the global effort at fighting climate change. Our target today is to plant and grow at least 10 million trees, whilst taking measures to nurture the trees planted in previous years.
Samuel Abujinapor is the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. We'll stay a while longer on the Green Ghana Day because the Forestry Commission in the Greater Accra region has attributed a lack of logistics such as adequate vehicles and motorbikes at its district offices to its inability to effectively fight the illegal mining menace. The Commission bemoans that the situation is compounded by the delay in the release of funds for forestry development activities. The Deputy Greater Accra Regional Manager of the Forestry Commission, George Agbeno, while speaking at a short ceremony organized by Parliament ahead of the tree planting exercise today, urged the public to actively partake in the exercise for enhanced environment.
Logistics such as pickups, vehicles, and motorbikes for our field operations activities at the various districts are challenged and cannot write home about. It makes it difficult to fight forest offenses in our forest reserves. These offenses include the illegal mining activities that has been ongoing, the bushfire, the illegal logging, and illegal farming, illegal gambling, and chainsaw across the country. We also have issues of challenges of timely release of funds for forestry development activities, including plantations activities at our sector. Issues of cases sent to courts that have been there over years without being addressed. Issues of mining activities involving Chinese, that it takes an interpreter to interpret the language in the Chinese language, and they find it difficult to get such interpreter. Therefore, such cases are thrown out of court as a result of that.
George Agbeno, she is the Deputy Greater Accra Regional Manager of the Forestry Commission. For his part, the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagbin, in his address assured of the procurement of a pickup vehicle and 2 motorbikes for the Forestry Commission to boost its operations.
I want to promise our leaders, Forestry Commission, that with my leadership, we will procure a pickup and 2 motorbikes to support you, to facilitate your activities in Parliament, to make sure that at the end of the day, we have here the Garden of Eden, and many come to enjoy the fresh breeze of our toil and sweat. And please kindly hold me personally responsible for the discharge of this promise today.
Alban Bagbin is Speaker of Parliament. In a related development, Echo Anobil, an audit partner and the lead for the Planet's Pillar at KPMG, is urging Ghanaians to participate actively by planting a tree to help reclaim Ghana's green environment in commemoration of the Green Ghana Day today. He emphasized the company's commitment to restoring Ghana's green environment, noting that they are all geared towards helping to address Ghana's deforestation issues. He has been speaking to Citi News.
As part of KPMG's celebration of the Green Ghana Day for 2024, we decided to share our seedlings of ornamental and fruit-bearing seedlings to our staff. Last year, we adopted a 2.5-acre land at the Chipa Forest Reserve, and we had a number over 50 staff going there to plant trees. We planted over 2,000 trees there. This year, we've sent a team there to go and replant where the trees did not survive. This year, we are doing it in-house. So we've planted a few trees in front of our office building. We've given out over 100 seedlings to staff to go and plant in their homes and then in their neighborhood. Currently, there are over 31 million Ghanaians, assuming half of them are below 18 years. The other half will have over 15 million. If each person plants a tree, we'll have over 50 million trees planted a year. If we do that 1 tree a year, I will encourage all Ghanaians to participate in this Green Ghana Day celebration every year and plant at least 1 tree.
That was an audit partner and lead for the Planet's Pillar at KPMG, Echo Anobil. Let's move away from the Green Ghana Day now. The National Democratic Congress has suspended some of its executives in their Memphis Central constituency for alleged anti-party activities. The NDC's constituency chairman, the organizer, main and deputy women's organizers in the constituency had dragged the party and its parliamentary candidate for the area, Joanna Kujo, to court for forgery of party cards. Joanna Kujo has been injuncted against holding herself as the NDC's parliamentary candidate-elect for the constituency. The decision to suspend the party officials was made during a meeting of the Functional Executive Committee of the NDC held on Wednesday, June 5. A day the injunction was slapped on the party's parliamentary candidate. Deputy General Secretary of the NDC, Mustafa Gbande, says the suspension is for a period of 6 months and has been referred to the party's National Disciplinary Committee.
And the question is, if anybody had a problem with the processes that elected her as a parliamentary candidate in that constituency, why did the person so waited that we had gone through all processes, finished the election, sworn her in as parliamentary candidate, trained her, preparing her for final election, then you are in court to say that you have a problem with the processes that elected her as a member of parliament? I mean, I don't think it's clearly an anti-party conduct. Okay. A calculated attempt to hold the party's interest to ransom. But the party will respect the ruling of the court. We are looking further. Any other person whose action will also constitute a misconduct or any other thing under the constitution will follow suit. until we clean that constituency and prepare it, get it ready for the 2024 election. I want to assure yourself and the general public that there's nothing to fear about. In fact, there is a political party that has sacked its sitting national chairman, went ahead to win an election. The NDC will do same if the occasion calls for that action, to ensure that we go into the election with committed law-abiding members, disciplined members, other than going into the election with recalcitrancy. That the party will not allow.
Mustafa Gbande is Deputy General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress. You're still listening to the Citi Prime News. Still ahead, police service deploys crime scene management, forensic and other experts to Bole following 3 reported cases of unnatural deaths in the area. Please stay for more details.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers. Without access to basic services such as water, sanitation, and hygiene, people are vulnerable to water shortages, diseases, and malnutrition. Water, sanitation, and hygiene services can improve people's resilience to climate change. This election, ask your favorite politicians about their plans for tackling climate change and improving access to water, sanitation, and hygiene. Let this define who you vote for. At WaterAid, we believe in the future where our leaders prioritize climate change, water, sanitation, and hygiene. Your vote can make this possible.
Channel 1 TV is live on DSTV, GoTV, and HD+. On DSTV, find us on Channel 363. On GoTV, we're on Channel 117. And on HD+, get us on Channel 108. On a digital TV, run a new search. But take note that without an antenna, you cannot access Channel 1 TV. Channel 1 TV can be accessed on any free-to-air digital box, like the DSTV and HD+ boxes. Channel 1 TV is your world.
Walambo! Hey, Walambo! Hey, Papa, I asked him to buy me original Polita.
Hey, please don't make mistake. Talk to Papa. Open the come out. And you no girl. Papa.
Papa, can Ropo?
The Polita is original, the first and the best.
What is? Ukota also for dear acrobat using it.
Polita, yes.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
Yeah, welcome back. Let's bring you some more stories this afternoon. The Ghana Police Service has deployed a team of experts to Bole and its environs in the Savannah region to help unravel 3 reported cases of unnatural deaths in the town over the last 6 months. The experts, made up of crime scene management team, forensic experts, intelligence officers, and homicide investigators, are in the region to work with the Regional Police Command on the cases. Police visibility and patrols have been intensified, with more operational officers deployed to the town and its surrounding communities. Well, in addition, the police in a statement also disclosed that they are working closely with the traditional and religious leaders as well as community members to resolve this unfortunate situation. Now to one of our headline stories: kidney disease patients below the age of 18 and above 60 years who visited the dialysis unit of the Kolebu Teaching Hospital had to pay for their dialysis treatment despite the free treatment announcement made by the National Health Insurance Authority. Patients between the ages of 19 and 59 who were also supposed to receive 2 free dialysis sessions per month are yet to enjoy the free sessions. City News' Enu Safo went to the renal center at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital to find out more.
The government, through the National Health Insurance Authority, announced that effective June 1 to December 2024, renal patients below 18 and above 60 would receive all 8 dialysis sessions per month free, and patients between 19 and 59 years would receive 2 free dialysis sessions per month. However, patients are still paying. Despite assurances by the National Health Insurance Authority that patients who paid 491 Ghana cedis for their dialysis treatment from Monday, June 3 would be reimbursed, renal patients at Kolebu Teaching Hospital are skeptical that the directive will be implemented.
It was this morning that I was told that people aged 19 years to 59 years would enjoy 2 free dialysis sessions per month. Regardless, I paid for my session today. I am required to do 2 sessions a week. However, I cannot afford to do so. Since January, I have been doing only 1 session. Every Thursday, the doctor tells me that the 1 session is weakening me. I do not have strength. He tells me by December I will require a wheelchair. If government really wants to help us, then it should take up the cost of 2 sessions while we bear the cost of the other 2 sessions.
How much did you pay?
$491. My receipt is in my bag. For now, they haven't come out to tell us when they are starting the free for us. So for now, I can't tell. June is still young and I don't know when it will start. It has really affected me and it's affecting me. On Monday, I was supposed to come, but because of money, I couldn't come. Today is my next session. I was able to get money to come. Government should come into our aid and support, or even make it free for us, not only for the 6 months.
The money has already gone into the system, so I'm not sure. The only thing I think or know they can do is that since they said they'll be giving us 2 sessions, June is so young, so they can say, okay, then next week, all my 2 sessions I shouldn't pay. Yeah, I think that's the only thing, but for the refund, I'm not sure. I don't even have hope on it. I'm not sure. It's not easy, unless I have 600 cedis before I'll be able to come for 1 session. Yeah, so the 2 sessions, 1,002. If I don't get 1,002, we can be able to dialyze. Like the EPO, yes, you'll be buying BP drugs and other stuff. It's not easy. So you should do something about it.
The spokesperson for the Renal Patients Association, Kojo Bafo Ahinkra, says that although they are grateful for the NHIA's assistance, beyond December, the government should focus on subsidizing the cost and buying new dialysis machines.
It's not a bad idea. If somebody to help you for a dialysis, even 1 session, he has saved a life. So for the 2 out of the 8, that is not what we want. That is not what we want. Honestly, we also want the free 8 session, because I keep telling you, you know, that it's not only the dialysis. The injection is there, the labs are there, the medications are there. That one alone costs a lot. So we appreciate what the National Health Insurance and the government have done. Like Oliver just said, we really want more. There's more, especially we need more machines. There are no machines here. The machines here is about 10 or 11, doing about 400 patients. If the machines have more, they could have talked that they are tired.
Channel 1 news sources at Kolebu Teaching Hospital say that the facility is yet to receive a directive from the Ministry of Health and will only cease collecting the dialysis cost of 491 Ghana cedis when it hears from the Ministry of Health. Several days after the National Health Insurance Authority announced free dialysis sessions for certain categories of people, checks at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital show that they continue to pay the 491 Ghana cedis required for their dialysis treatment. Now, the renal patients, they're calling on the government to come to their aid so that they can receive the critical care that they need.
City News' Inu Safo with that report. Well, we have cited some letters from the NHIA to the various regional and teaching hospitals. This letter is dated 30th May. That's some week ago. And it is essentially reiterating the fact that management of all these hospitals should take note that patients aged 18 years and below, 60 years and above, must not pay for their dialysis sessions for the next 6 months, and patients aged 19 to 59 years are entitled to 2 dialysis sessions per month. And the letters further say that if these patients are charged for treatment or for dialysis sessions, all necessary reconciliations have to be made so that they will be reimbursed subsequently. So we'll do keep an eye on this and update our listeners in our subsequent bulletins. But let's bring you some more health stories. And President of the Pharmaceutical Society of Ghana, Dr. Samuel Kordonko, has disclosed that significant challenges faced by Ghanaians in accessing essential pharmaceutical services, especially in underserved communities across the country. He announced this during the launch of the PSGH flagship program, a strategy for enhanced access to pharmaceutical services. The objective of this initiative is to improve the accessibility and affordability of essential medicines in Ghana by leveraging digitalization in pharmacy services and extending pharmaceutical services to underserved areas in the country. In his keynote address at the launch, Dr. Donko emphasized the urgent need to bridge the gap by strategically extending pharmaceutical services to these marginalized areas.
Equitable access to healthcare is a fundamental goal of the Sustainable Development Goals. In a world where health is our most precious asset, the availability of life-saving medication should be given, not a privilege. Should be a given, but not a privilege. However, we are acutely aware of the challenges many Ghanaians face in accessing essential pharmaceutical services, particularly in underserved areas. These challenges are not just barriers to health, but are obstacles to the overall well-being and development of our communities. The CIPS initiative aims to bridge these gaps through the strategic extension of pharmaceutical services to areas that need them most. The prominent double burden of persistent communicable diseases and increasing non-communicable diseases has resulted in a huge cost for the country to maintain the healthcare sector.
Dr. Samuel Kordonko is the president of the Pharmaceutical Society of Ghana. Let's bring you some more stories this afternoon. There is still heavy police and military presence at the Electoral Commission's Vote Transfer Center in Zabzugu in the northern region. The deployment followed allegations by the NDC and that the New Patriotic Party is transporting people to the center. In an interview with Citi News, Zakaria Abdul Rahman, the Zabzugu constituency organizer for the NDC, expressed concerns that the military officers' presence is intimidating.
What we are currently seeing, which we can describe as unusual, has been that they have deployed soldiers and they have increased the number of policemen with their very big tada and Miss Hot Water, and I think they are up to something else today. So currently we are not comfortable as a party.
Don't you think the police and military presence is because of what happened yesterday?
Well, as of yesterday, the agreement was that there is no need for military men to be here because the exercise is meant for only police who will ensure full security as they brought soldiers. So we said we could not understand, so we had to be at the palace so that an agreement was made. So it was agreed that the soldiers should move and then police will take control over the exercise and then work will be peaceful. But today, they have refused and they are back. Whoever brought them, we cannot tell.
Zabzugu constituency organizer for the NDC, Zakaria Abdul Rahman. Meanwhile, the Zabzugu NPP constituency secretary, Imoro Hudu, tells Citi News the process has been smooth.
I'm currently at the center.
And how has the process been today?
Oh, it's very smooth. The place is calm. And applicants come one by one and do their transfer and go. Everything is going on